Alright everyone, this is my first solo Minecraft survival series. I am playing a mod pack of my own creation called SimpleTek. As the name implies, it is a simple mod pack. It's just a bunch of the classic tech mods with some quality of life mods. This is an easy mode world because I just want this to be sort of a casual series, nothing too intense, but still monsters for me to fight every once in a while. Everybody's seen the start of a world punching trees and that kind of stuff, so I went ahead and started a world just a little bit. I got the basic supplies. I made a mine shaft and went on one mining trip, and this is what I collected. Charged Certus quartz is the most notable thing. I also marked out this neat location for a home base. It's got these two opposing hills, so I want to make kind of some hobbit hole type structures. I'm thinking this one's going to be the actual home, like house base type thing. This is going to be the factory where we put our machines, since it is a tech-based mod pack. So my goal for right now is first we're going to carve out our house, just a place to put our stuff for now. And then secondly, we're going to make the most basic machines. I personally always start with either mechanism or thermal. So to vary things up, I'm going to make these extra utilities machines for our very first ore doubling setup. Also, in case you're wondering what this red waypoint is over here, this is an island that I thought we might colonize sooner or later. There's also chickens over there that I want to grab eventually because I would like to make an automatic chicken farm for our food source. There's also cows running around in the home base area. Once we get some wheat, I'm going to lead them over to a pasture. I'm thinking it's going to be maybe right here in this area. And we can just have a cow farm, because leather is a thing that we're going to need eventually, because I would like to make a vanilla enchanting setup at some point. Alright, first things first, let's start carving out the home base. On the factory, I would like to make a 3x3 piston door for the entrance eventually. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get the slime for that. I'll look into it later. But for this, the home base part, I think I'll just make a regular door entrance. So let me get started on how that's going to look. I think we'll use wood. That's not a lot of wood. I'm going to go chop some trees. Our base has some scarce trees nearby. Out the back is a birch forest, and then right here is a swamp. So let's get some wood from this area right here, across the river from the swamp. Oh, that is a little bit of a cave. Some coal and copper. That's kind of cool, the trees covering that entrance up there. A bit more coal. Alright, I have plenty of coal right now. We might come scout this out later if I need more for power gen. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab the copper. This one large oak tree that's covering up the cave entrance should probably be enough wood to build our house entrance. Top of one of these hills are some red flowers. Let's use it to dye my bed red, so it looks like a classic bed. Nice. Okay, I'm thinking we'll carve out this surrounding area right here, and then replace this. That is a cow. Please move. Thank you. We'll place this with a wooden frame right here. Probably some sideways blocks on top, so it's like it's holding up a bar. I have built the frame. The cow is now in my house. Please get out. I don't want to kill you, but I don't have wheat. There we go. Pushing works just fine. Okay. For the inside of the entrance, let's give it some depth. I'm thinking we'll build some wood like this. Does this look fine? Yeah, I think that looks fine. So I want to put a door right here and then glass here and here. But the problem is I don't think panes are going to be a full block. I think they'll just be a half a block. We'll experiment. We'll see how it looks. Let's replace the stone with dirt. And there we go. That looks bad. Let's replace that with wood. And there we go. I did get some sand when I first started this world, so let's cook 16. The cow is now back inside the house. Can I push you out with a 1 block space? Yes, I can. If you walk back inside, you might have to be sacrificed for food. Let's add some torches to light it up. There we go. That looks kind of flat. I wonder if extending the bar a little bit would look better. Yeah, that looks better. It's a little bit of a waste of wood, but who cares, it's wood. The cow is back. Alright. I don't know why it keeps walking in, but we need food anyway, and there's plenty enough left to breed, so. Some of the glass is finished cooking. Let's see how this looks. Oh. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's see how it looks with a door. Oh, and I just realized this has to be dirt as well. Alright. Place the door on the inside. It looks good with more depth, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Just looks flat. But with glass panes, yeah, it's... Alright, this is a small bit of a conundrum. Let's try fences. I always get the fence recipe mirrored. Oh, I got it right this time. We're wasting some glass, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Alright, we'll use fences. Okay, so there's the entrance to our home. Now let's carve out the actual home. First of all, let me dig backwards as far as I can just so I get a boundary of how far back the house can go. Okay, so the answer is pretty dang far. I'm probably not going to use all this space, but there's our boundary. It looks like the sideways boundary is probably less wide. Let's find that right now. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so that's not terrible. I mean, that's probably enough for a temporary base at least. And then, yeah, that's going to be a similar width. Yep, there it is right there. Okay, so that's not too bad. So that is 6 on each side, plus a 7th in the middle, 13 by, well, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, so if I can dig 10 blocks back, that will be a 13 by 13 house on the interior. I'd be pretty happy with that. Okay, this right here is 10 blocks. So I'm going to block up this hole that I've dug. And perfect. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's not quite gonna work. Okay, that's fine. Alright, this is gonna be a new boundary right here. So there's the outside. Okay, that's slightly smaller than I would have liked, but you know, it doesn't have to be a square-shaped house. Yeah, we can work with this. Let's see how far back this part can go. We're at the farthest end of the entire room, and so since it clips into the outside right there, let's see how far this part goes until it also clips into the outside. I feel like that was probably more than 6 blocks. Let's try it from the other end. Alright, this corner turned out to meet up nicely. So what we've got here is kind of a stair-step room. I'm going to make these boundaries more even eventually, but this is what we have to work with for right now. And I will carve out this corner of the world. And I've run out of shovel. And it's night. I think we can waste iron on a shovel for right now. Alright, the interior of our base has been carved out. Time to count dimensions on these stair-step looking things. So this is 3 blocks on this side, 5 blocks, 3 blocks, 5 blocks. So this is actually perfectly even if we wanted to keep it like this. I kind of don't want to keep it like this. Let's see how far I can make this go. Okay, so that's exposed right there. That's interesting. Let me count these new dimensions. Well, that's 5. That hasn't changed. So then this would be 7, 8. So that's 8. There's a 5 right there and 8 right there, which means this would be 6 and this would be 7? Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Yeah, so we've got a 7 wall right here and a 6 wall right here, and this is a 6. Okay, so this area is 6 by 6. And then this is a 7, which leads into, I know this wall's 13, because that's how much we counted out originally. This is not a bad shape for a base. It's certainly more interesting than a square, even though it's basically 3 squares. I think we can make it work. Next challenge is going to be making the walls be wood. And the reason I say that's a challenge is because this is definitely exposed. Yep, okay. Alright, new idea. We're going to terraform the hill on the outside to make this work. Alright, I've put it on this wall for as far as it needs to go. Now it's time to block this off with some dirt. So first let's do a basic dirt covering. That's looking awfully square shaped. That looks marginally better. I might have to play with this a little bit more. Yeah, let's use this support bar right here. Make it a little more natural. Oh, that's not natural at all. That's slightly better. I'm gonna have to see how this looks with grass on. Yeah, we'll wait till the grass grows, then probably tweak this a little bit more. Now the same thing goes for this side, because I believe, yep, yeah, that's exposed. Well, I tried to make it within the hill boundaries, and it ended up that we're just gonna have to terraform the whole thing anyway. That's okay. That also is slightly off looking. I think it's actually symmetrical. Let's make it not be symmetrical. Now it's too stair-steppy. Alright, how about that? It's marginally better. Again, we'll wait for the grass to grow and then I'll come back out and tweak it. Oh no, that's gonna be exposed as well. Yeah. Only a little bit. It'll be fine. In fact, while I'm at it, let me just dig out all the walls. Then I'll go chop some wood to replace them with. This right here can be logs. I'm out of logs. This can be logs when I get logs. Thinking for the walls, we'll do oak wood all the way around. And then for the floor, let's do stone bricks. For the roof, I'm a little bit conflicted. I don't know what to build it out of. I could make it out of more wood, but that would probably blend it in too much with the walls. Or I could do stone bricks, and then the floor and roof would be matching. I kind of like that idea. We'll see. I am now out of mutton. Let's cook the steak that we got. No, there's only one. We're gonna have to start growing some wheat earlier than I planned. Yeah, let's make a garden. Just a makeshift garden. But since I want to keep these episodes relatively short, we will make the garden next time. As I said near the beginning, I want this series to be kind of calm and laid back and kind of relaxing, which is why I am so soft-spoken in these recordings. If you have any opinions on that, if you like it, if you think this is the most boring commentary you've ever heard, let me know what your thoughts are, and hopefully my style will evolve as this series goes on. Like I said, this is my very first solo Let's Play recording type thing. That's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for watching this far into the video, and goodbye.